All right, so I'm going to get my straight edge. Boom. Move that down here. I'm going to get, what do I call those things? I forget. Can somebody tell me?
Compass?
Compass, yeah. Sounds good. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a line, just a straight line. Okay, perfectly drawn straight line. Okay, you guys with me so far? And now that I've drawn my straight line, I suppose,
Perhaps.
let's draw a triangle, but I'm going to draw this triangle in a very specific way. I don't need it that big. So I'm going to draw this angle here. And then we'll move this over here. It just has to be a straight edge. I want to draw this one like this. Perfect. All right. I'm going to just toss that over. Whoops. Toss that over to the side for now. Okay, cool. At this angle 1, we'll call this angle 1 right here. And if I call this angle 2, and I call this angle 3, it says that angle 1 is equal to the sum of angle 2 plus angle 3. Okay? So now how can I do that? How can I figure that out and make sure that's true? Well, we remember how to copy an angle, right? Well, if you don't remember, that's okay. I will show you. So we're gonna bring our compass right here, and I'm just gonna now the key to copying an angle. Maybe we'll do blue. All right, we'll do green because green we're not using green for anything. I'm just gonna put my pointer, which is not the formal term, but I'm just gonna put my pointer. And it doesn't matter. The length doesn't matter. The important thing is I'm going to make an arc, and I cannot move the width of the compass. Okay? So I'm going to make my arc. Okay? Now you can't change the width of the compass. And I'm going to move my compass right here. And I got to get it right here. Put a little dot here so you can see it. And now I'm going to make my arc again by swinging back around. Okay? So I've got 2 arcs on that same line. Now, to remember to duplicate an angle, I just have to come and measure this distance. So you're going to get your compass like this, and you're going to bring this in right there. See how I did that? And I'll leave that up there for a second.
Wait, what?
See how I have my compass? Where the 2 intersections of the arc occur, I'm just going to use my compass to kind of measure that. And you got to hold that still as best you can with those compasses. And then what you do is, actually, I should probably rotate this around this way, like that, to make sure that it's pretty darn accurate. And let me rotate this around this way. See how I've got that right there on the 2 intersections? Now I'm just simply going to come over here, whoops, and I'm going to place this right here. And then I'm going to make a little arc here. Whoops, I thought I made an arc. What is going on? Oh, it doesn't like me. We'll try a different color. There we go. And so I made an arc. Now what I've done is I've duplicated that angle, right? I've duplicated that angle. In other words, if I were to draw a line from, say, here to here, I would get an exact copy of angle 3, would I not? Does that correct? All right. But I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to prove that the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2 plus the angle of measure 3. So now what do you think we're going to do? Well, let's copy the measure of angle 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change colors, and I'm going to take my compass up here. Wait, I got it. Well, because of the way my board is, I'm going to have to do this one a little backwards, I think. Or, well, actually, let me move this down a little. All right. So let me move this down a little bit so I can get my compass up here. So now, all right, cool. Now I've got my compass. Now it doesn't matter what angle I put this at. Oh, I guess I need to. I guess I do need to move it down just a little more. Let me move this down just a little more. My compass won't fit on the screen. All right, let's see where we're at. Now, again, I'm going to make an arc. And I got to make sure that my pointer is right on the vertex of angle 2. So now I'm just going to make an arc. Now remember, after I've made that arc, I can't change the width of the compass. Okay? I can't change the width of the compass. And what I'm going to do, now here's where it gets a little tricky. The length of this is not necessarily the same length as the other one. I probably could have done it that way. So I did it differently just in case you guys got home and made a mistake to show you that it's the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the measurement of angle 2 right here. So I got to make sure that I'm on the vertex. I was a little bit off on the other one. And I'm going to make my arc right here. Okay? Now already it looks like it's the same, isn't it? All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change colors, and I'm going to come over here, and I have to measure this in such a way that oops, I didn't want to do that. See how I've got those right there? Now, I bet you, if I drag this here, guess what? It's the same. Okay? So now normally what I would do is I would draw an arc between those two arcs. Well, technically I would do it from here. And then I would rotate around like this. And wherever those two arcs are, whoops, I'm off just a little bit. And so I draw my arc. It's off a little bit because, as you can see, the board is messing around a little bit. But basically, I'm going to get my arc right here. Okay? So now what does that tell you? That tells you that this angle here, which is really angle 3, and then this angle here, which is really angle 2, does in fact add up to angle 1. Right? That's why it's called that.
What's it called?
Well, in this particular case, we're going to call it the triangle exterior angle theorem. So this is the triangle exterior angle theorem. Okay? And basically, angle 1, right, this angle here, angle 1, which is the exterior angle, is the sum of the alternate, right? The alternate interior angles. They're on the opposite side. So now, just to kind of refresh, if I have a triangle that looks like this, I'm just going to freehand it. And let's say that this is 1 and this is 2. and this is 3, then the measure of angle 1 will always equal the measure of angle 2 plus angle 3. Does that make sense? Now remember this, memorize it, we're going to use this a lot.